My name is Max Truax, and I am the director of brand. I was first exposed to brand when I was in grad school at CalArts, my first semester. I found the play incredibly daunting, overwhelming, and confusing and frightening. Masterful, but impenetrable at the time. And I think that stuck with me as I moved on and looked at other works that I've had more ready access to. And throughout my career, brand hung in the background, waiting for the time when I was ready to access it again. And when James approached me and asked me what I might be interested in doing, there it was. It was just waiting for that moment. So this is my second time in this space. I was here with a rental company last year with Rex in the Jungle of Cities. I love the space a lot. That's certainly something that I think for my personal process, I get a lot of great energy from the unusual space that Red Tape has. But the company is one that's incredibly supportive. In preparing the script for the stage and for this production, my goal was to hone in on the aspects of the script that I found most compelling and most true to the portion of Ibsen's vision that I wanted to focus on. That rang true for me personally. As a director, I always feel like it's vital for a successful production to make it a personal experience for myself. That I'm communicating not what the writer intended, but what I experienced when I read the script, and what kind of relationship I have with that story. And so when I was adapting the script and preparing for this production, that was what I was focusing on. It meant a lot of cutting, really, primarily cutting away, stripping it down to the bare archetypes that live within the narrative, and in doing so, I was revealing connections that I'm certain Ibsen was making, but by stripping away various layers, revealing how those connections that Ibsen was making rang true for connections that I was making that were personal for me. And to span that many years between Ibsen's life and the time that he was living in, and my life now in Chicago, I think it speaks highly of Ibsen's work, that those archetypes could last that long. I do think that for the past several years of my career, I've been drawn to scripts that were in need of a vision, or were in need of collaborators in order to bring them to fruition, to bring together the network of ideas that the writer was struggling with. I don't believe that writers know everything that's going on in their play. Certainly Ibsen is one that he seems to know a lot more than other writers about what he's dealing with, but he is clever enough to leave his questions unanswered, to always leave you with open ends, so that there's entry points for the actors, there's entry points for the director, there's entry points for the designers to bring their own ideas to the script, to bring their own ideas to that story, and to discover a new life for it, for whichever production. And I think that's something that draws me to any script. And those scripts that are more pat, more complete, or more tightly constructed, don't have as many, don't beckon, I guess, don't beckon that kind of a approach.